My friend, you are here to visit Rabbi of Elohim. You have been waiting for the interpretation of this Torah. I knew that you have seen the vision, you have seen the title, so that is why you are here. So have you seen the title? Torah interpretation of Shir Hashirim. Shir Hashirim is Hebrew language. Translated to English, it becomes Song of Songs, chapter 2, verse 2. Tehilim is Hebrew language also as well. Translated to English, it becomes Psalm 116, verse 13. What is Lele? As the Lele among the toys. So I believe that you are here because you needed the right interpretation of this Torah. Good. Rabbi Shekiah opened the discussion with this verse as the Lele among the toys. He asked, what is the Lele? It is the congregation of Israel, which is the Makot. Israel is a references code used for the human entities that resident in Makot, the present world we are living. Makot is Hebrew language. Translation of Makot to English becomes the present world that we are living, because there is a lily and there is a lele, just as the lele among the toy in TITTLE, with red and white. So the congregation of Israel is affected by the quality of judgment and mercy, just as the lele are 13 petal. So the congregation of Israel is surrounded by the 13 attributes of mercy. Though, between the first mention of the name, which appear in the passage in the beginning of Elohim created, which is Bereshit. Bereshit is Hebrew language. Translated of Bereshit to English, it becomes Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, to the second mention of Elohim. There are 13 words in the verses, which translates as the heaven and the earth was without form, and void and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and a wind. This world are surrounded and guarded by the congregation of Israel. When I, Rabbi of Elohim, the greatest Kabbalah of En Zohar, look into the teaching of our master, Hashem Elohim of En Zohar, I continue by concluding and says, after the name Elohim is mentioned another time in the passage, Elohim move. And why it is mentioned again, in order to bring out the 5 ragged leaves that surrounded the lily. And these 5 leaves represent the 5 gates of salvation. And this is the secret written about in this verse. I will raise the cup of salvation. Tehilim is Hebrew language. Translated to English, it becomes Psalm 116, verse 13. This is the cup of the benefaction that is raised after the meal. The cup of the benefaction must rest on the 5 fingers. And this is lally in the cup of benediction from the second to the third mentions of the name Elohim. There are 5 words which translated is move over the surface of the water and said, and this word paralleling the 5 leaf from this point, and the verse continue. Elohim said, let there be light. Bereshit. Bereshit is Hebrew language. Translation of Bereshit to English is becomes Genesis chapter 1 verse 33. After this light was created, it was concealed and enclosed within the covenant that entered the lalem and fructified it. This is referring to as a fruit tree yielding fruits, whose seed itself and its seed is bright. And just as the covenant is so, for 42 meeting from that same seed, so the engraved and the holy names is so by the 42 letter that describe the work of creation. May the peace of Shabbat Shalom be with each and every one of you as you listen to the teaching of Hashem, Elohim of Ein Zohan. My name remains the same Rabbi of Elohim, the greatest Kabbalah of Ein Zohan. I am done with the teaching of the Lale. Shabbat Shalom.